everyone. My name is Bryce T, joined as always by my commentary partner, Michael Roaring. It's good to be here for Winter Wars.
And there are going to be a lot of those tonight. We have a set of title matches, and we've got just things to talk about. There are folks who just don't like one another on this show, and it is aptly titled Winter Wars. It's cold outside. We're going to war.
Absolutely. Starting off here tonight, though, the man who leads the charge of War Wrestling, the commissioner himself, River Blackhart.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
Pretty much
the
the
chairman
general at this point.
of War
Guy who's
Wrestling,
been through nearly everything here in War Wrestling and said, you know what?
Blackhart.
I'm here. I'm never leaving. And he has never left, and he's rocking a Ripper suit. I don't have good word for it.
He is decking the halls with the suit game today. That I can say for certain.
Before we get started tonight, Rick, I have some disappointing news I have to share with everybody. Crash Jackson had a medical emergency today. He has been admitted to the hospital. He will not be here this evening.
Unfortunate news there in regards to our
On to some other business.
title match later tonight.
Anybody else following us on social media saw I was served with papers backstage at our last event. And now that I know who did it, I'd like for him to come out. Jacob Rose.
Oh, no.
Jacob Rose. You and I both were very confused. We saw the video of River Blackhart having been served, but of all people, Jacob Rose?
I think if you'd have given me 10 options, I wouldn't have picked this guy.
I mean, I know he's a little bit smarmy and very...
It's a little bit of a lot of things.
But even still, I wouldn't exactly expect Jacob to be the type to go for legal action. Well, actually, no. Now that I say that,
I 100% would.
Now that I say that, I do remember there was a time where Jacob Rose
Yeah, Jacob.
took a member of Alpha Sig over
Seriously,
to
you're
court
suing
over
me
his
in
name.
War Wrestling for unsafe work environment? This is pro wrestling, bro.
Pro wrestling, sure. I know I'm gonna come out here and I might get hurt in a match, but I know that I might come out here and get hurt because of an opponent, not because our ring crew is incompetent and can't figure out how to put it together properly.
Well, that's a serious accusation.
Yeah, our ring crew is top notch.
We've apologized for that. We've taken care of the medical bill. There's no reason to drag this court. There's got to be an understanding me and you can come to work this out that we don't have to get the courts involved.
This feels
Jacob.
like a
Come on.
dangerous, slippery slope.
Oh, yeah, settlement.
Sure.
In public.
I've got a brilliant idea, Ripper. How about this? I will go in the back. I will call whoever I need to call. I will get it done tonight. I'll call it all off. As long as you give me one favor that you cannot say no to. I just need you to tell me yes and shake my hand right now.
Making a
So what are you asking for? Go ahead, ask for it.
No. I want you to tell me yes before I give you any. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't want any of these fans to know tonight. I want you to give me your word, and I won't sue you for every penny War has.
You'll drop it. You're dropping it right now. One favor. Not just one.
Can't make deals with the devil and expect them to go well.
You know what? For the sake of the company. All right.
I have a
But
feeling he's gonna
don't go
regret
back yet. You're booked for a match right now.
Oh, well, I mean, that's one way to kind of turn the tables on him. Jacob Rose was not
smarted.
Yeah,
This is why you don't book deals with the devil.
I mean,
because it's always in the details.
Unfortunately, the question is who's the devil in this instance. But right now, the Saint brothers are out here.
This is always fun.
Well, this
Rose
match
the
is scheduled for one fall.
Which Saint brother is he facing?
Already in the ring, God's gift to women from Cleveland, Ohio, Jacob Rose.
This night did not go how Rose planned.
And his opponent from the south side of Toledo, Ohio. He's one half of the Saint brothers, the Jumpman, Corey Saint.
So he gets Corey Saint here to open up the show.
The Jumpman jumping on into the ring here as Jacob jumps on out. You know, it's very rare that you see the Saint brothers ever go into singles action. Since they began wrestling, largely they have been a tag team through and through. So, I mean, for the sake of Corey, this is a huge match for him going up against someone like Jacob Rose, who has been a very accomplished singles wrestler in his right.
I think that Jacob Rose has got to be feeling a little bit bamboozled because he came out here and he thought he was going to be the smartest guy in the room. And at the end of the day, I think he forgot Ripper Blackhart still runs things here. He messed around and he found out what happens.
Yeah, you can only do so much when you're trying to play a game of wits with Ripper. That was wrong. Match is underway.
You know, we saw Jacob Rose backstage, and he comes up to us and yells at us pretty much every show without fail, and it's usually just for walking in the door. We thought maybe he was mad about Thanksgiving and too many people in the gym. This is the prepared statement that I was given from, let's just say, Mr. Rose. I am currently mad tonight because the moms I have been seeing want me to buy presents for their kids because their baby daddies have left. That is a direct quote from Mr. Rose about why he's mad tonight.
Well, I think Corey Saint right now is giving Jacob the present of pain as he gets launched into the corner there.
Ooh!
And a big chop there from the Saint brother.
I just chopped him halfway back to Cleveland. He's somewhere around Mansfield now. Corey trying to just peel him off, and he outsmarted him. Beautiful arm drag. How about that? He's been out wrestled.
Jacob Rose is a man of emotion.
It's a glass case of emotion right now, I think.
He is when he's in the game, when he's on the ball, if he has a plan, he's very hard to get over top of. But when you catch him by surprise, like Corey Saint has here, thanks to the assistance of the impromptu nature of this match, thanks to Ripper, this is playing into Corey's favor. He's able to get into Jacob's head right now.
Oh, come on.
But Jacob, of course, will take routes like that and say, hey, if I'm not thrown out for it, then it's all good by me.
Proves the age-old theory, it's very hard to win a wrestling match if you can't see it. Either if you're in the dark, you've been thumbed in the eye.
Absolutely
We've had both already
true.
tonight. Only it's a one count.
Yep, Corey there. Getting back up to his feet. Jacob, though, right back on him. Gut punches here. Joe Kopaz, senior official, having to say, hey, get him out of the corner. Watch those closed fists.
Ooh. I thought Smacksgiving was over. Rose got enough of that. Looked almost like an elbow to the face. 1, 2, and 3. No, just a 2. But, you go back and we talk about Jacob Rose and the run that he was on. Had that three-way ladder match here, and that, of course, being kind of a part of what his current gripe is before wrestling about the unsafe work environment. But even going back to the entourage and going back to he and Ryan Michaels and kind of all of that, he's a workhorse type kid. He can get things done. You just kind of question maybe his maturity at times.
Well, one thing I'm certainly questioning with him right now is what in the world could that favor be? Could it be like in regards to, beauty of a power slam there by Rose, but could it be in like regards to the respect title? He's made it very clear that he's still not giving up his sights on that. Could it be still some sort of like monetary favor from Ripper? I know he said he won't sue the company, but it could be any number of things knowing Rose.
Pretty sure if I was Ripper, I'd get Foggy Nelson on the line right now and put it in writing. Rose, though, able to turn the beat right back around, and Corey went for a high-risk move, made a mistake. Jacob feeling pretty good about himself. He could pull this off, and ends up eating the mat.
Corey Saint able to turn it around just in the nick of time. Chase on the outside, leading the orchestra. Cheers here for his brother.
So now Rose in a precarious situation, but turnbuckle never tastes good. Just mocking the audience. He's a very easy guy not to like.
Jacob caught with a back elbow.
Just stunned him.
And a super kick there for good measure. Rose barely standing up straight. Up high.
He won't be now. Look at that crossbody with the height. There's a ball stuck in the rafters. He nearly pulled it down.
Oh, Corey able to stop the assault. He has Rose right where he wants him.
Rose is going somewhere, and it doesn't seem like it's good. Dropped him right on his head.
Stunning of DDT there. I think Lopez had to look into Jacob's eyes to make sure he was still conscious and with us.
Corey now with a full head of steam goes back, and that springboard clothesline. He says that's enough. 1, 2, and
only a 2.
Somehow Rose able to sort of spasm his way out of it.
Jacob Rose is many things, and one of those is certainly tenacious. We've seen him survive and pull through a lot of punishment in the past. Corey, though, he's got the crowd with him. He needs to take this opportunity, stay on the offensive.
Taking way too much time with a guy like Rose, flat on his back, but look how he's utilizing Joe Kopas between he and Corey to make sure that, and then, again,
right as Corey got up top, just got the rude nutcracker awakening.
Rose yelling, that was an accident. Goes right back. Electric chair position, and he says, we're done here.
Where we were before.
One thorn right down and a 3 count. It's an impressive run for Corey, but he just made that one mistake, and we talked about it. You give God's gift to women, as he refers to himself, an opening, and he's going to make you pay.
Absolutely, and you see him smiling and barking down at Chase, saying, get him out of my way. Folks, quite the way to start off Winter Wars. You know, I didn't think we were going to start off with a legal battle, but lo and behold, that just goes to show that who knows what tonight's going to have in store. But trust me, it's only going to get crazier from here.
Court cases and wrestling matches. That's what we're doing tonight in Lima.
Case closed.
Oh boy, it's time for some
Our next
mimery.
match is a tag team match.
The
Scheduled
former
for
War
one
Wrestling
fall.
Tag Team
Introducing
Champion,
team number 1 from Paris,
Jean Paul.
France.
Jean Paul
He's
looking
the
lean. Cut back on the
mastermind.
drinking a little bit.
Jean
Trying to get himself right
Paul.
after some
Les
recent losses.
Miserables.
Got some guys
And
who
his
really
tag
don't
team
like
partner
him,
comes
trying to
from
do
the
some bad things,
jungles
and
of
he
Africa.
brought along one of
He
the
is the prince
multitude of
Paul
partners in
Rice.
Gimmicks Inc. in Savio Leone.
Fabio Leone.
Parts of
They
Gimmicks
are
Inc. call them the
Gimmicks
perfect strangers. They are quite the force to be reckoned with. And you said John Paul's looking slim. I mean, look at Savio. I mean, I don't know if he's gotten a hold of some finer quality meat since last we saw him, but he's looking a lot more trim than and it makes me very, very afraid for the opponents that are going to have to face him tonight.
Which is kind of fascinating. You rub his belly and he's happy. But kind of fascinating when you consider, cats usually grow more fur in the winter. They're usually bigger, but
It's on his legs now, you
Yeah,
see?
he seems to be going the other way. Uh-oh. The face of John Paul, I think, says it all. The
Coming into the ring by Little Dex.
World Wrestling Tag Team
From
Champions
Post Office
in
Box
Delivery Inc.
911. Dexter
We saw them come back months ago at the expense of John Paul and go back to the tag team match with the now tag team champions, the Wise Guys. Delivery Inc. They said, we're not here to be your friends. We don't care if you like us. We're here to do us. We did everything for this company. We put it on our back. Took down every great tag team that has ever been through here. But this one's for us. And John Paul had a problem with that, stood up, and he's paid the price.
And he's had a problem with it every single month since then. There has not been a single event of ours that has gone past where either of these two teams were involved in it that didn't have one or the other immediately trying to go in and sabotage the other. This is all just building up more and more. And now here we are at the end of the year, here in December, and you can tell John Paul's sick and tired of waiting. I think he's just ready to get thrown in there.
Well, he mined earlier that, he ordered some Christmas presents that haven't come yet, and he blames the mail service. Well, look across the ring.
Stay right there.
You got to believe those guys have made sure that he does not get his mail.
I mean, I know the U.S. Postal Service is a little underfunded right now, but you at least got to pay a little bit of respect to the mail.
You would think so. He gets at least a fruitcake. $5 and a fruitcake? The question is, what is in Dexter DeVenture's right hand that he's got in his pocket? Oh, what is that?
Is that a pair of scissors? What in the world? Oh, brass knucks. Those are brass knucks, not scissors. I don't know which is worse.
Well, right now, neither, because Peachy Rodriguez is on his game. And what is in the pocket?
Peachy now seems to be onto it.
John Paul right now is fired up, though.
John Paul is itching for this to get wrapped up so he can get swinging, but
This is pretty much gotten out of hand. Well, I guess out of elbow right now. What is he?
Wait,
What is he doing?
In his glove?
He's probably got a loaded glove. And the best part is that his partner in Stamp Linkage is just watching this go on.
Is that a metal plate?
Where do you get these things at?
He's a mailman. He probably took it out of one of the packages.
That's a good point. That's a very fair point. So it looks like it'll be Savio starting things out. He's itching to get this one started against Stamp Linkage.
Stamp.
He's trying to rip his arm off.
The taller species. I was going to say man, and then I was like, wait a second. Is clearly take control of that. And now Savio is perhaps not as inclined for fighting today as Jean Paul is.
Go ahead. Tell me what move that is.
He's actually, here's what it is. He knows that Stamp is actually a little bit allergic to cats. He's getting that cat hair up in there. He knows Stamp took his satiric.
Oh, and he bit him.
Oh, he bit him. He knew that Stamp took his cetirizine back at like 3 p.m. today, so it's starting to like wear off a little. He's gonna get him all sniffly.
I've seen Delivery Inc. in a ton of matches over the years. That might be the first time Oh, now John Paul is hungry. I don't know what's happening anymore. I've never seen anyone in a wrestling ring be cuddled up to like my cat when it's hungry. It's a double team. Look at this. John Paul with the unorthodox elbow.
Hey, taking Stamp down. John Paul has him down at his level, and that's exactly where you want him to be. Stamp, though, shoving off Paul.
Oh, leapfrog. How about that? Oh, hello. All the way around and down.
Nice Rana there for John Paul. Is that a lasso?
Did Cowboy Paul leave his lasso? Oh, he caught it.
Uh-oh. It's talking wartime, folks.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I don't see John Paul winning this one.
Stamp's holding on strong.
Is that... Where did he get the lasso?
Oh, there we see the age-old trick. Let go of the rope. Oh,
John Paul with the overshoot. Bang.
Overshoot of the century. Did you see John Paul's forehead go into the ring post?
Might have mistimed that one. Now we're back to Dexter Dementia minus at least 2 pairs of brass knuckles.
Well, who knows if there's more hidden away somewhere on his person.
Peter Rodriguez is trying to be the guy to figure that out.
Savio up to something here. Wait, what?
he's trying to opine that whatever that is in the middle of the ring, how would he have hit Savio when Savio was on the outside? But, oh no, not that heavy chair. Right across the head. He could have sent him to the hospital. No regard for human life.
You didn't hear it?
Savio,
And somehow, only a 2 count.
Dexter Dementia, based on his name, already doesn't have to worry about the damage inflicted by steel chairs.
He's about to be renamed Dexter CTE. Because that was just a wicked shot, pun intended.
I feel like I just heard CTE watching that.
I don't know how Peter Rodriguez didn't see that, to be honest with you. I mean, that might be the most violent thing we've had happen tonight already.
Well, tags back and forth by Gimmicks Inc. Oh, just raking down the chest. Ugh.
That man's got a job to do on Monday. He's not going to be able to make it. Ow, he went the other way.
Back. No. How is he going to be able to deliver mail? Oh, now we're going to get a cat out here with his claws.
I'm really surprised he hadn't hit him with his tail yet. Oh. Ask and you shall receive, I guess.
He heard you.
Wait a second.
There's that little brat. I always knew you're something up with your kid. You're not supposed to mess with animals like that.
Just a smile on his face behind Peter Rodriguez's back, and oh, Savio just dropped him.
Did your dad ever teach you not to mess with other people's animals?
It would appear not. Just being beaten down, Savio.
Then again, considering his dad is part of delivery, I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
It's true. It's one of those, if you've known half the things I've done. Oh, and come on. He poked the cat in the eye, so he gave it right back. Nice.
Oh, no. Now he's biting the cat.
Great. Now we're going to have the ASPCA up in here. Oh, and he's
what the?
Winding his tail?
There's
nothing
bones in
Peter
there.
Rodriguez can do.
There's bones in that thing. You can't do that.
Delivery Inc., you got to feel like it's maybe just moments away from winning this match.
I think they're moments away from committing animal cruelty.
I think they passed that threshold already. How'd your Saturday night go, honey? Oh, I beat up a mime and a cat. So a normal night.
Your average Saturday.
Oh, what a beautiful back heel kick. Just a little hook kick. Thought maybe Delivery Inc. was going to try to. Oh, look at this.
There we see the corkscrew.
Dexter. Got in the hard way.
He's able to kick out.
There's not as much height to that move as there has been in the past. John Paul is apoplectic right now.
I think the factor was that lack of height is probably what allowed Savio to still be able to kick out.
I think Savio got pancaked. He's just being brutalized in the corner. Straight right hands. Sam was getting the business, and he looked like a headbutt on both sides of Delivery Inc.
And Delivery Inc. absolutely had a car crash there in the corner.
Savio
swing and a miss.
rolls out of the way, uses one of his 9 lives. And quite a few of them have been taken down here. As he makes the tag in, and the fresh man says, put it on the chin. That means I hit you in the face.
Blocking each one of these punches from Dexter is John Paul.
Now with a full head of steam, massive clothesline.
He had to jump into it to get
he's
him off.
serious now. Things are about to go down. The Master Mime in position. Do you hear it?
I think I do. It's time for the 6-1 Mime.
Oh, goodness. Now a chance for Jean-Paul to fly. Do mimes fly?
I don't see why they can't be a pilot.
Punch right to where the heart should be. One, and a quick breakup.
Very inconvenient landing spot for Jean-Paul based on Lick's disposition. Savio. Oh!
Savio got turned around. Oh, no. Came right back into the choke slam, and Vintage Delivery Inc. There's the delivery, and here comes the obliteration. Up and down. That's academic. 1, 2, 3.
Folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this match, Dexter
Match had a
Dementia,
little bit of everything.
Stamp Lickage,
And you just kind
Delivery
of question
Inc.
how long. I mean, with this going on the last couple of months and kind of centering around, Delivery Inc. wanting to settle some scores, and we got to believe, though, at some point, that kind of win puts them into contention for the Tag Team Championship.
Heck, considering Gimmicks Inc. are former tag champions, it's only fair, you think, as that sign in the background says. I think Delivery Inc. has made their message signed, sealed, and delivered.
So many things going on. More titles on the line, including the tag team titles. The Wise Guys are here. We don't exactly know who they're going to face, but we know that down the road, like I said, maybe those guys.
Yeah, all we know is that tonight they have to face the likes of Dalton, McKenzie, and a mystery tag partner. And I can only imagine who that's going to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the War Women's Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Cincinnati, Ohio, Drop Dead Gorgeous Kasie Clay.
So Miss Clay ready to take on a familiar opponent. These two young ladies met in August and many times in between in the War Wrestling Women's Champion in Paris McQueen. I really love, again, how War Wrestling handles the women's division with constantly bringing in new talent and not always just kind of new and unfamiliar to everyone, but matches that have taken place and really kind of have a history to tell between these two.
Absolutely. We've been bringing in all sorts of women who've been all across the state of Ohio here at War. Kasie Clay, no stranger to those familiar with the Ohio wrestling scene. Multi-time women's champion around the state. And like you said before, these two, they've done the tango once, twice even. And as we'll see, a third time's a charm. And if Kasie's going to be able to take that belt tonight.
And that has been what a lot of challengers have tried to do, taking it away from Paris McQueen. And you go back and you just kind of look at the lineage, you can see all of these videos on YouTube and Valor Media. But the best of the War Wrestling Women's Champion had that big set of wars with the former champion, two-times in Shauna Reed, and a little bit of everybody in between, and really kind of finding her stride as that championship holder.
Yeah, Paris she's ran the gamut, and honestly, I say this with full sincerity. I'm shocked she's been able to hold that title so far, with considering who she's faced. She's faced some numerous, very experienced opponents. been going, like you said, Shauna Reed, who's wrestling for over a decade now. She's defeated multiple champions in their own rights. She's defeated the likes of Chelsea Lyons and Stormy Garcon, Stephanie Mack. And we just have, and Sebastian LaShawn as well. Tonight's going to be the night. Are we going to see Champ finally lose that title, or is it going to be another rack on the ladder for her?
Well, the interesting part about that, too, is if Paris is successful, who's next at this point? Because we've seen, like I was saying, we've seen a little bit of everything. Who's next, so to speak? But right now, I think the next is the crowd right now for Clay.
Referee Barney being our official for this championship match. Paris looking like the clear favorite here tonight between these two women.
These two actually just wrestled about a month and a half ago in Indiana, down in South Bend, so they know each other very well. And I don't know that there's maybe something to it, but it does kind of feel like if you look at the list of challengers that have continued to trickle in, that maybe somebody has something out for the champion, because it is always people that she's very familiar with from other places.
Yeah, absolutely. When you look at the Midwest women's wrestling scene, there's certainly no shortage of competitors, but I think Paris, in a way, it's either you can look at it as, like you said, someone having it out for her, or maybe it's a way for Paris to prove herself. You're like, hey, we know, all things considered, we have to remember, Paris is still very new to wrestling. She's not hit 2 years yet. Just in between, I think it's probably about a year and a few months now she's been wrestling. So even though she's the champion, in a lot of matches, she's still the underdog. She's still the one who has a lot to prove. And so far at Warz, she's done so.
Won the title in June, and has been on a roll. You go back, and it's been as she closes in now, kind of on 2 years overall. It's been over a year since she's lost here in War Wrestling, and that. Remember the four-way? Paloma Starr was a part of it during the Fansgiving event last year, and then the original knee to the face. But since that first time she took on Shauna Reed for the title last October, she has grown leaps and bounds.
Absolutely. There's a cover. Kasie, though, there's a chop block to the throat. That'll do some damage, that's for sure.
We said earlier on, it's hard to fight a match when you can't see. I would imagine it's equally as hard if you can't breathe.
Kasie is not having any of our referee's words. She is. One thing I know about Kasie Clay is that she is very much all about her. She's going to demand what she wants. She's going to demand how she's done. And if you get in her way, then, well, it doesn't matter who you are. You better watch out.
Yeah, and Barney just kind of shook his head and walked away. Yeah, okay. I'm not getting into it. Just straight right hand to the temple. Many things that are great equalizers. That is definitely one of them. The Bulldog straight down to the champ, not moving. 1, 2, and a new. No.
Only a 2 count there. Champ able to kick out just in the nick of time. You saw Barney's hand was barely off that mat.
Just explaining it, it's at times the most effective thing you can do is punch or kick. You don't need fancy moves, but just brutalize your opponent to the point where they just simply cannot get up for 3. And we've got another one of those matches that is coming up later on. The first time we've ever done this, the main event of tonight's program in Winter Warz, is a tag team last man standing match.
Yeah, the Brave
Beautiful drop
Wolves
kick.
will be going against Appollo, Starr, and Will the Thrill. That's a match, folks, you do not want to miss. But right now, you don't want to miss the action happening in here because, oh lordy, I heard that smack from all the way Timbuktu.
It's probably good that Jacob Rose left already. It's not very often you find a palm there, I don't think. just tried to choke out the champion. Later on, what was that hand? There's McQueen with the crowd behind her. She's kind of caught the imagination of the fan base here in War. And
there's
another big equalizer.
Going in with those forearms to the head. Trying to turn this back around. Kasie showing off that strength of hers. Just ragdolled the champion across the ring.
Half on her shoulder, half on the back of her head. She's got to be just out. 1, 2.
All right. Paris was able to kick out of that one, but I mean, we've seen Paris admittedly have a number of head injuries here at War, having a
couple of surefire concussions.
While it's led to many funny video that she shot, but still all the same, it's something when something like that happens, you have to wonder. It's like, okay, now is she still all in the headspace there to keep going?
Well, as long as you keep winning. See, spin around and just drop right center. Didn't get all got enough for 2.5. Folks in the front row thought maybe that was 3.
Kasie Clay infuriated that was not it. She's screaming at Barney saying that should have been 3.
I feel like that's not the last time Barney will have someone scream at him today. The champion now worse for wear. Kasie missed the full head. Here comes the War Wrestling Women's Champion trying to fight her way back up.
You ever see that like chop down onto the upper chest and throat there to Kasie off? And there's a bit of payback for earlier.
The
running hip attack here.
Boom. Yeah, so I didn't know which way that was going to go, but continue to be effective. Use the backside.
All right,
just
Kasie,
driven right into that bottom turnbuckle.
Kasie Clay, you saw her head like kind of splayed onto the rope there. Is now, what in the world? We go in here. Is she going for an annihilator? What in the
all
world?
Of it. 1, 2.
Kasie grabs the ropes though. That's one way to get out of it.
Somewhere Vader is proud of that move. Maybe Yokozuna too. Or take your inspiration from wherever you can get it. If it's effective.
Hey, it almost got the job done. If Kasie didn't grab those ropes, champ would have retained.
Hit her with a stroke. 1, 2, 3. And again, 2.75.
I don't know. I almost for a second think I heard Barney's hand, but he's saying it's 2.
I think Barney's going to be the one who's going to pay for this match here in a minute. He said multiple times, no, that was only 2.
Now time for some body shots there. Soften up the champion.
She's got to be pretty tender at this point. Still miss.
Steered there into the ring post. Paris.
Back to the neck breaker. Caught every part of it.
And after
1,
that ring post, that
2,
has to be.
3.
Yes, it is.
They would say the bestest. And the War Wrestling Champion comes into the match as champion and will leave into January the 10th as the champion.
McQueen!
Paris McQueen, the first of our champions here tonight to guarantee she'll be heading into the new year as champ. Closing out 2025 a huge way did Paris, and she'll be starting off 2026 strong. Whoa! Okay now, Kasie. You don't want to get too feisty with the officials, and you still want to be brought back, okay?
I think about Barney, I just leave.
Well, everyone, we're going to try and get that situation under control, but we still got some more action coming at you with some more championship matches.
We told you, Mime! We told you we was gonna finish you! Now you're gonna be out of here!
We finally got our hands on that mime.
I knew it.
We told you it didn't
Knew we
matter.
could get him
Whether it
one-on-one.
was a cowboy, whether it was a
2-on-2.
baker, whether it was a cat, we're taking him out, and now we never have to deal with him again.
Felines can't wrestle.
Now we can turn our attention to the wise guys because we get a title shot the next month. And wise guys, you're wearing the titles that we built. We never lost the titles. We're the rightful champions, and we're going to show you next month.
There's a 66 2/3 chance we're gonna win.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
Sometimes things are brewing here in War Wrestling that we're not always sure how exactly they're going to go. But Jheras Black is leading you to the ring. Something bad is going to happen for somebody. Just a matter of who at this point. Amos has been,
Representing the Wikked.
well, he's been in a situation the last handful of months. And Kronos behind him, and there's just a lot of moving parts to this matchup, but you know, it's not very often we see Amos in singles action.
Yeah, for the longest time, we saw Amos and Kronos as the tag team of the Wikked. And ever since the anniversary event, it seems like Amos has gone more into the singles division, and he's shown exactly why he is a very, very well-regarded singles wrestler. The Grey Wolves, Jheras Gray and Alex Lynch, had stepped into the role of the tag team. So I feel like ever since the Beast Man now has gone his own way and become allies with the champion, the man he battered and bruised, he lost the title to, that this has just been a whole big conundrum. But hey, we saw him earlier, we're seeing him again. Same brothers are back.
This time we know who's in this match because we saw Corey earlier. He's probably not pulling double duty. It means that Chase will be in. And you know what's great about these guys is obviously the crowd loves them. They're high energy. They get an opportunity here in singles action. You talked about it when Corey was out here earlier. It's not very often that they are without one another in the ring, but they kind of also have two completely different styles of how they come after you, and it'll be a much different kind of look here with Chase taking on Amos than it was earlier on with Corey and the high-flying act of Jacob Rose.
Yes, indeed. You see, the Saint brothers, they're hyped up, ready to go. Amos, meanwhile, that sick, demented smile of his, just open mouth grin, just ready to rip into one of the Saints.
Amos had to explain to him, hey, go down, I'll do this on my own.
I mean, we saw Amos go toe-to-toe with Crash, the champion. He nearly won the title that night. If there's anything that goes to show that Amos is not a man you want to mess with, and even his weird personage aside, it's just the fact that he is able to tear you limb from limb.
You know, and he talked about the War Wrestling champion and Crash, who not here, had a medical emergency. It kind of changes what was originally scheduled for this show. He was supposed to take on Jake Ely. Remember, Jake Ely won the Battle Royal, became the pick your shot whenever he wants. He said, give me a shot at the big title here, and we're going to see him later. I'm just not quite sure what's going to happen there.
Yeah, we're going to have to find out as that comes, but now, look at that. Duck below, out behind.
And just a beautiful drop down. And, you know, how do you prepare for a guy like Amos? I mean, I don't know that you know what he's going to do, because I'm not quite sure he knows what he's going to do.
I think Amos is one of those guys where, that's make your opponent jump around. I don't think I've ever seen someone get into Amos's head quite like that. Amos is not someone who's typically frustrated in a traditional sense. And now Chase Saint sliding out, almost baseball drop kick there to Jheras Black, and she's just baffled.
She just asked him, are you serious right now? I think he said yes, and Amos trying to just figure out where he's at. He's going to ask Joe Copaz, can you give me some help? clubbed him.
Amos getting caught there in the center. Chase. Nice suplex there. He has Amos in his firm grasp. He has control of this match right now.
Amos is trying to get some instruction. Oh!
Over the top and down to the floor goes the Prophet of Pain. Chase is not done yet, though.
That's not optimal.
Chase just tried to taunted Kronos the Berserker. If there's one man you don't taunt, it's Kronos. Oh, Michael.
Goodness.
Chase just kicked Jexy Black.
Well,
and it wasn't a hard kick or anything, just to shoo her off, but no one lays their hands on Jexy Black.
She told me earlier on she doesn't like the Saint Brothers because they have dumb faces. She said some other things, but as a journalist, I can't really repeat half of what she said.
Well, Amos right now seems to be going back in to exact some revenge. Straight into the turnbuckle there as Chase Saint down and loopy.
Cannot get that man to just leave him alone. Now just working on body parts. Look at the angle in which the arm was bent there.
Corey on the outside trying to get the crowd to get his brother excited and going again.
Chase on the run. He's got to go a long way, and
Jexy was worried. She thought he was coming for him, and instead it psyched out Amos, thinking okay, and then detour.
I'll be honest with you, I thought he was going after Kronos. I thought that seemed like a terrible idea.
Well, what minor advantage it gave Chase did not last for long. Amos, though, you see, though, he had to take a second to catch his breath. He's back on the offensive now, but clearly Chase has done the damage that Amos is starting to slow down a tick.
So Amos, a very accomplished ring tactician, just kind of unorthodox is the best way I can explain the things that go through his head. It's a good back and forth battle, though. Each guy's, there's no way to just stop a guy from just roundhouse kicking you in the face.
Yeah, no, not really.
Full head of steam followed up with a clothesline. Just a wicked combination.
Amos is feeling the pain right now. Pop Master pops there into the center of the ring. Chase Saint now.
Second rope clothesline. We saw that earlier on a springboard with his brother, but only a 2 here.
I am thoroughly impressed with what Chase has been able to bring to the table here. He's had the veteran Amos on the back foot for quite a bit now.
Jexy's been trying to explain to Kronos to go over and give help, and he just kind of stared at her, and she was less than thrilled.
Well, Kronos and Amos are members of the Wikked. They are also very... Oh, Schoolboy there. 1,
with a 1, 2, and the 3.
Chase Saint just stole the victory over Amos.
Amos is in disbelief, looking up at the ramp and seeing Joe Copas holding up the hand of Chase Saint. If there's one thing we know, it's that Jexy Black will just let this go. Oh, wait, she probably won't. Oh,
Amos looks absolutely devastated. And here comes the Grey Wolves, the rest of the Wikked. Oh.
Are you serious right now? Scotty! Are you serious?
Oh, God, using the government name.
You lost my tag team titles for me. You lost my rematch for my tag team titles.
Well, not all of this.
You lost my shot at the heavyweight championship. You're done. You're done. This is it. You just lost to that jumping fool. This is it. You're done.
Hear those dogs
You're
barking?
done. Get out of my ring. No, he's not going anywhere. You, Scotty, get out. Get out.
Wow.
Now. I don't care if it's been 2 years. You're a loser. You're a loser. You're a loser.
One of the longest rating tag team
You're
champions
a
of all
loser.
time.
That's all you do is
365
lose. You just
days.
lost. Get out.
Jaxie Black,
Goodbye.
in no uncertain terms.
Oh no. What is
Get
Amos is just
out.
trying to leave. She told him to leave and he tried, but come
Oh.
on. Hey, even
Alex-
this guy doesn't deserve what is happening here?
You said before that in the recent months, Jaxie Black has been losing control of the Wikked.
All of it.
And I think now she is asserting her dominance again by force.
Sick of you.
First the championship and then Beastman, the tag team championships, all the things she said, but Amos wants nothing to do with this.
She's
No, you're not going anywhere.
she's giving Kronos a directive.
He's
Excuse
trying to
me.
leave as
Excuse
and,
me.
you know,
You
with the
listen
swarm
to
of
me.
violence that
I own you.
the Wikked has
And
put
if
down,
you
there's not
don't
really
wanna
any
end
help
up
for
like
Amos here.
Scotty,
Amos is
There's nowhere he can go. He's
now
caught.
or
I'm
never.
not sure at this point who this is worse for, though. For Kronos or for Amos?
Jaxie said it's now or never.
Now, Kronos.
What a horrible human being.
I mean, is
It's now or never.
is Kronos gonna listen?
Oh, no.
No!
Are you proud of yourselves?
Bye.
For the better part of the past 6 years, really, Kronos and Amos have been a tag team across the independent circuit, let alone here at War. They're one of the longest running War tag team champions. And
look, Kronos he's almost in disbelief what he just did to his friend.
but
Is there some good in the monster?
the thing I don't know.
Signal the end of Amos' time in the Wikked.
I don't think I've ever really seen Kronos be able to express much more than a sadistic love of violence, but
But look at him, it's
He's-
almost a childlike wave.
I didn't think Kronos was capable of remorse.
I'm not quite sure he thought he was capable of destroying his friend. Amos was as good of a friend as he's ever had.
Amos was his keeper basically for all these years. But folks, I don't know what this means for what the Wicked's going to be
anything.
doing for here. Or it looks like right now Amos is in a really, really bad state. We're going to get him some medical attention right now because he looks like he desperately needs it. There's something going on with his ribs. Everyone, we'll be right back.
Harris! You didn't win! I kicked out! I'm too pretty to lose! I'm way too pretty to lose! Harris, next time I get in that ring with you, you are done! I am going to be the next War Women's Champion, and you have nothing! You have nothing on Kasie Clay, so don't let this win get in your brain, because I kicked out! I am going to get that championship, and I am going to make War gorgeous again!
Another hard-fought victory, but I am still your War
Women's Champion. And being out in front of you all, I love it. I can't get enough of it. But you know what? In order to show that I am the bestest, I must be the bestest. I must be consistent. I must be the foreverest champion. So war management, I don't want. I need the bestest so I can prove that I will always be on top.
Peachy Rodriguez, the official for this next match, and the crew, the War Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
For one fall, and it is for the War.
The Wise Guys are still celebrating into the night, and I guess we'll say the #1 contender for the War Wrestling Championship, flanking them,
From Little Chicago,
kind of slinking behind.
He is the made man, Dino DiCampo.
As we just saw, one of the two leading factions of war kind of splinter cell apart. The other half of them and the crew are still standing tall as a unified front.
The Wise Guys.
Again, Jake Healy he's very sure of himself when those two gentlemen are around.
I mean, can you blame him? If you had Gino DiCapo and Tommy Hamilton as your sidemen, not meaning it like that, boys. Don't come after me later. Then like I would feel like I was on top of the world.
You go back and you look at the last couple of months, and you can, by the way, on YouTube and Valor Media, and you see kind of how this match all comes to be. Dalton McKenzie, the real standout since he debuted in War a while back. But the question becomes, that man by himself is a wrecking ball. One of those Cincy boys you hear about. But who did he bring with him?
Yep. When River Blackhart made that challenge to the Wise Guys clear, he said it's going to be a mystery partner. The Wise Guys have no chance of preparing for whoever this could be. And folks, drum roll, please.
Santana? Wait a second. No way.
I can't be.
I assumed he was thigh slapping his way through the Midwest somewhere. It's the veteran in Jack Vaughn.
War Wrestling. Say hello once again to your former heavyweight champion, former respect champion,
and the internet's favorite wrestler,
Jack Vaughn. They are the team known as the Hard Way.
Call themselves the Hard Way tonight. The veteran Jack Vaughn and that massive human being in Dalton McKenzie. Talked about it earlier on about continued challengers for the women's championship. But I mean, how about this? You talk about you better be on your game tonight if you're the Wise Guys. And that green thing that they've got following them around. You better be on your best behavior and better have everything up your sleeve tonight.
Absolutely. Like you said before, Dalton McKenzie on his own is a bulldozer. He will take you off your feet. He will send you to the moon, and he will crush you into the Earth's core. And we have Jack Vaughn, who has known every single trick in the book.
Because he wrote the damn thing.
Exactly. These Dalton and Jack have been, as you said, teaming together now for the past little while. They've been going through the NWA territory system as the Hard Way together. They've been very impressive in their outings over there. And right now, folks,
pretty much pick an acronym. I mean, OVW, the success that they've had down there and a little bit of everywhere. And, it's good that Jack can come back from his world travels to thigh slap his way through Lima, Ohio.
When was the last time you ever saw Gino and Tommy both run away from a match? It is very rare. Normally you always have, they'll do their little game plan get together. No, this is the first time I've ever seen these two men be like, all right, I don't want a piece of that right now. Give me a second.
I was more wondering if Tommy was going to try to wrestle with his hat on.
And Jake Ely, meanwhile, not threatened whatsoever. Gino immediately tags into Tommy. He's like, I'm good.
Jack Vaughn at 6'6" and a svelte about 250. The thinking man's wrestler.
Tommy Hamilton very precariously getting into the ring.
He's got good hair, though. It's Tommy with the good hair.
I think he's trying to get into Jack's head for his lack of hair.
I don't think the bald chance will happen. But also remember, though, you look at the crew and kind of what they've done the last 6 months, and still conspicuous by his absence, Jimmy Shane.
Well, he's still suspended. Though, then again, we say that, and he keeps finding his way into the building anyways. But he's still not supposed to be here.
Tommy just ran away from Jack Vaughn.
I have seen what Jack Vaughn has done to human beings. Frankly, I would too. He can stretch you, he can crush you, he can kill you. I've seen him bury a man to death underneath a pile of chairs.
To death?
To death. Not to death. We sent him to the hospital. Near death. I wouldn't want a part of that. I wouldn't want a part of either of those men.
But then obviously you look back through the history of World Wrestling and you think about Jack Vaughn, a former Respect champion, had a terrific reign, but you know, he's coming in. You threaten his family, so to speak, and right now he's going to take it to Tommy, who lost his hat. I think that's how you know it's go time. But there's not many times I would be willing to bet you that Tommy Hamilton looks across the ring and he sees someone bigger than he is.
Do you hear what the crowd are chanting right now? They're calling Tommy Hamilton a chicken.
I thought they were placing an order. It is getting late in Lima. You got to get those in, and I think it's one of these things where Dalton McKenzie tells you to do something and you do it. Teacher Rodriguez is just going to count these jokers out.
I think the hard way are finished waiting.
I think things are about to go the hard way right now for the crew. Oh, they done messed up now.
Meeting of the minds, everybody.
There is nowhere for the Thunderbird to go except into the front row. He's going to have to buy a ticket. Maybe get one of Jimmy Shane's extras. Did that just happen?
He just cowered in fear.
This is a guy who wants to be our champion. My goodness. Jack with a straight up point to the elbow to the forehead. It's taking a couple of minutes, but Jack in firm control now.
Okay, look. Okay, I'll say this. I'll say this in respect to the wise guys. To be fair, Tommy Hamilton is feeling a little rusty in terms of tag wrestling. Last month he wasn't here. Jake Ely teamed up with Gino DiCaprio for the first time, mind you, filled his place to retain the titles. But right now Jack Vaughn is taking every bit of advantage he has and making Tommy Hamilton into mincemeat.
He didn't even need the thigh slap to be impressive that time. Just a ridiculous start here.
Dalton McKenzie now.
Tommy, I don't know that he knows where he's at. I think the wise guy on the other side doesn't know either. McKenzie! Just hit him with some beef. That's beef on beef crime.
Just based on the sheer height and size of both Jack and Dalton alone, you're getting launched with, depending on who you're hit with, somewhere between 250 and 300 pounds of pure man muscle. I don't care who you are, you're going to get doubled over, you're going to get taken out back, you're going to get smashed into a burger and made into a pulp.
Jack Vaughn, the well-versed tag team wrestler, just a couple of days ago, again became the tag team champions in OVW. knows all about paying it forward and paying that pain, but Tommy's been in there for a solid 5 minutes, and he's been in the wrong neighborhood.
Jack now. Taking his turn.
I don't know what the medical bills are like in the crew, but I think they're about to pile. There it was.
There's always got to be one.
I think there might be more than one. The people asked, and Jack delivered. It's probably because the Deliver Inc. guys did not have that happen to them earlier.
The
Now
Wise
Gino
guys
finally
now getting the chance they desperately were needing in this match.
Remember, though, they tried to use that 3-on-2 advantage, and it kind of dissipated as the made man trying to put Jack Vaughn down.
Very wise.
Ouch.
Pardon the pun. Very wisely keeping Jack as far away from Dalton as he can. You do not want to let him get even halfway across the ring, given Jack's height. He could probably just reach out and touch Dalton from halfway across the ring.
And right now, I believe they are beating up on Mick Foley's favorite wrestler.
That's true.
Absolutely.
He made a shirt to prove it. Right now at ProWrestlingTees.com.
You get that kind of stamp on you. Right in front of the referee. Come on!
Oh, there's our number one contender.
He's pretty proud of himself.
He ran straight into our cameraman.
He just kind of bounced off of him like a bowling ball.
Our photographer, rather. Shout out to Sean Lawrence.
No, he ain't trying to run into Ryan. Jack, though, needing to get a tag to get out of here. Tommy, made a mistake, and that's why he's the veteran. Made him pay for it. Oh, no.
Jack Vaughn now.
This is going to go horribly.
Primed and ready.
Come on, again.
Peachy caught it that time.
Peachy, you got to throw him out of here in a straight right hand.
Knocking Dalton out to the outside.
There we go. No more shenanigans from the number one contender. Maybe the best part about this for the hard way is it gives Jack a chance to kind of reset himself because he was in a bad way for a couple of moments.
Yeah, he was, and now are Gino and Tommy leaving in solidarity? Are they
Perhaps
out?
in protest?
Or is this match getting thrown out?
And again, this does seem like the way the crew would go. Leave in protest, hope nobody pays attention, take the 10 count.
Gino, none too happy that Tommy just got thrown back in.
Peachy Rodriguez dealing with trying to get the Thunderbird out of here. Tommy's not really asking for a handshake, is he?
I think he's asking for mercy. Poke in the eyes there.
You had to have known. It was always going to be something.
Wise guys back up to their old tricks.
Oh, no.
Oh, block him.
Oh, he paid for it. Gino screamed out he's going to need 6 eyes when I get done with him.
I think the favor's been returned.
Not real sure what that meant there.
Vaughn showing off that strength of his. Being able to lift up Gino DiCapo like that, spin him like an airplane.
Shake him like a salt shaker, and Gino has no idea. I think Jack might have paid for that one a little bit too. Looked like, he's got to find the balance.
He's standing steady.
He's going back and loading it up.
Caught Tommy.
A knockout punch, and paid for it with a clothesline. Great follow-up for Gino. Is it enough?
Not enough. Gino just in a pure like pounce of desperation, grabbing a hold of that choke, bringing Jack back in his direction.
Gino, of course, still with some things that happened here that we're not allowed to talk about, a whole restraining order. Hit him with a kitchen sink, which he probably would do. Thinks that's enough for the cover on the veteran, but it's not.
I mean, Gino still, he's not going to give up that easily. He's going to keep going at him.
Look in the corner, and Dalton's still not able to get into this match.
Vaughn said, all right, I'll fight my way over to him.
And he makes the tag.
Dalton McKenzie now with a full head of steam.
Looks like he got hit with a Buick. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Gino got run over by a Dalton. It's repeated clotheslines and a massive shoulder block.
You can say you don't believe in the hard way, but as for me and Michael, we believe.
Jack Vaughn back up, but Tommy somewhere out on the floor. Dalton looking for the spine buster. Look at the torque on that. He set himself right back up.
He made the whole ring jump.
I think that was the Saint Brothers.
Got me there.
It might have been earlier. But Dalton looking to destroy.
Oh!
The momentum carried him out of the ring.
Yeah, he about went tumbling straight into the front row.
And all the way down, and all the King's horses, and all the King's men. But it's the crew with the advantage, and I still just always have this weird feeling when the crew is out here. We saw one member get ejected, but we never know if Jimmy Shane has snaked his way into the building.
And of course, Dalton still being the legal man. If he gets counted out here, then this match is done. Vaughn trying to go to the aid of his partner. I don't think the Wise guys realize it.
Just being yelled at is Peachy Rodriguez. Jack Vaughn checking on his injured partner. Hit that outside post with a full head of speed.
Yeah, he went straight into that shoulder. It might be popped out or something. He's trying to urge him back in.
But Jack's in a quandary now because he's looking at his partner and he just rolls him in at 8.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Like, remember, folks, the titles are on the line. You gotta do what it takes if you want to win those.
And what the?
Well, Tommy Hamilton just went and stomped a hole into Dalton McKenzie's chest so hard he stripped the ring rope.
Well, I was just choking Dalton out with it. What the?
Well, folks, lo and behold, the Wise guys are taking every bit of advantage with this.
You know, a couple of months ago, we had the ring be destroyed when Crash beat Beastman. Now we've had it be destroyed for a different reason.
Leave it to the Wise guys to be the ones to do it because they have the power for it.
It was about 500 pounds of pressure on that bottom rope when it snapped. Jack trying to maybe save his partner, and he does. Dalton with some massive power.
Wait. Jack just pleading for Dalton, so get over here, get the tag. Now's your chance.
Jack has saved him twice. Or saved himself, however you want to look at it. You got to save the team. Maybe sometimes you just do it the hard way. Jack now elbow to the temple on both members of the champs. One for you, and it's the holidays. One for you, sir. Jack looking to take out everybody. He moves well for a big man.
Despite his age, you wouldn't think it with how quick he is.
Closing speed. And a boom. Right across the mush. Jack in charge and just dropped him like a piece of trash.
The veteran showing everyone why he's giving himself the title. Very well earned.
So now, bang. Did a spine buster the other way. Goes and for the cover. One, two. New champ.
There's Gino.
Still, Peachy Rodriguez trying to figure out how to keep this match in control and really what is going on with the ring.
How to stop any further damage to it.
I think those are two problems. Looking for a spear. That was not the way. It's a super kick right in the mush. Maybe new champs on the way.
There, the hard way are calling for something.
On the setup. Good night with the elbow. And, oh, come on.
Now Jimmy Shane, we said his name too much. Of course he's here.
Come on.
And there, Jack has the cover.
One, two, three.
The hard way would be champs right now. Turn around, Peachy.
Jack, don't turn around. And just right to the back of the neck. Gino, not like this. Distraction from Jimmy Shane. Look, Dalton, he hasn't figured out what's going on yet. 1, 2, and the Wise Guys stay champs.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this match and still
Come on.
the War Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Dino
A
the
hell of
Capo,
a match,
Tommy
ruined by the shameless
Hamilton, the Wise Guy.
The Wise Guys, I don't know how in the world they managed to turn this back around. Bit of divine intervention coming in with that rope break, literal rope break. And from that point, they were able to turn it back around the hard way. They were right there. They were right there, about to become new tag team champions. But Jimmy Shane.
More insanity, more title matches coming up, and we've got both of just a lot of men who are angry right now. And Jack Vaughn came to do the right thing, and of course they ended up losing the hard way.
Yeah, but hey, it is still great to see the veteran back here in a war ring. Great effort there from the hard way. But now, folks, we have a ring we got to go fix.
We're going to go check on Amos and see if we can fix this ring.
Jaxie, you want to call me dead weight? I got news for you. Those 2 months that you got by your side, January 10th next month, come hell or high water, I'm going to be in the ring with him. You hear me? Whether I got to do it myself or if I have to find me a partner, your asses are mine. Dead weight. Dead weight. We'll see who's dead weight.
Coach Smith is back, and he's brought a professional with him. Respect Championship that Brandon Fields and Coach Smith and now River have been trying to pry out of whoever's hands it's in for the last basically year. Now we know Ryan Michaels continues to defend it well, and it's basically a 3-on-1 match here tonight.
That it is, but you gotta think it's a full circle moment in a sense. Brandon Fields lost the Respect title to Ryan Michaels in the Fool's Gold match, where it was a 3-on-3 confrontation. Alongside Gimmicks Inc. was on Michaels' team. The First Stringers and Brandon Fields for their team. Ryan Michaels pinned Brandon Fields, and per the stipulations of that match, that made him the new Respect champion. Ever since then, he's held strong on that belt. Now Brandon finally coming back around, getting his shot to once again reclaim the title he once had.
And he doesn't feel he ever really lost, because of course, like everything, it wasn't his fault. But a young man on just a heater right now. You go back and you look at the defenses, and you can, by the way, you can find it on YouTube and Valor Media, for Ryan Michaels, that I still, every time I see him, I think about that series that he had with the Grand Slam champion in the Hall of Famer Orlando Christopher, the ladder match, and not a fan of River Maverick. Threw his water at him.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is probably payback from the days when Michaels was Rivers' trainer.
I think there are a lot of paybacks in this match.
Yeah.
Just kind of going back to things we talked about with Jacob Rose earlier on, and I still, again, every time I sit here and I see Ryan Michaels or I see Jacob Rose, I think of that same thing I was referencing about that just terrific ladder matches, and we've had some absolutely just monumental matches with ladders in this building, but in this company. But just that one, just a whole new bar of, for Michaels, excellence and dominance holding this championship.
Indeed. You cannot go through a match like that and win without showing that you are at the top of the mountain, so to speak.
Brandon Fields, not a slouch. Pick a company that he's been a part of. He's probably won one or every one of their titles. Just kind of similar to what we talked about with Jacob Rose, that you might not like his tactics, but the man is effective, and he knows what he's doing in that ring.
He certainly is. Right now, as you can see, getting his leg onto the rope, forcing the break there, making Michaels get off and using the rules to his advantage.
It's one of a handful of championships that we have that are on the line tonight. We already saw the women's title and the tag team championships. Unfortunately, not the War Respect Championship that was going to be Crash against the number one contender in Jake Ely. Unfortunately, I was told a couple of minutes ago that Ely has found his way back into the building. He's got something cooked up.
I can only imagine what that's going to lead to. But right now, firm control of Ryan Michaels' wrists there does Fields have.
Kind of exactly what you would expect. Two tacticians of slowing down. Michaels, I've always respected the fact that he can manipulate the joints. I mean, you look at the wrist lock that he's got there, and it doesn't want to let that go, but that punch to the hyperextended elbow can't be helping out Fields.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a nice mix of style here. As you said, both are two very technical men. Though you have a bit of a clash in what their subsidiary types of power are. You have Michaels, who is who would also be like a power brawler type of guy, and then you have Fields, who, as we've seen so far in this match, is also more like a trickster in a way, more of a wily sort. He's going to use anything he can to his advantage to get him further out in the match. Case in point.
Goes right back to the headlock.
And when it comes to Fields' offense, bar none, when it comes to a submission hold, it's very few do it better than him.
Just a beautiful shoulder tackle. And Michaels trying to end it early on. Work smarter, not harder, and bam!
Fields tried going for a leapfrog, and Michaels caught him midair.
I feel like at some point, somebody would maybe watch the old events that we have and scout that, because you just don't jump in the air and, well, if you're River Maverick, you don't really try to help out, I guess.
You don't turn your back to Ryan Michaels is what you do.
Smith helped him there. Oh, jeez.
Talk about a big boot.
35-yard field goal up and good. Michaels now looking for some chiclets or a good dentist. Imagine on a Saturday night at 9 o'clock, they're probably closed. Here's
Fields.
River again.
There we see River just stomping away at that taped up shoulder of Ryan Michaels.
Laying the boots to him and
even a scoop slam for good measure.
I don't know, Joe must be going deaf in his elder age, because I think they heard that one somewhere in Michigan.
Rolled through on that leg. We've now targeted on the entire right side of Michaels' body. His shoulder, meaning his arms, probably going to start being slowly less responsive, and now his leg. You would just hear people talk about neutralizing a body part. If you neutralize half the body, what could you do?
That and the fact that you're neutralizing a lot of the offense for later on, because Michaels likes to wear you down. Obviously with the step through, he's got to rely on that leg with a sharpshooter, but kind of a little bit of the aerial offense he has too. And Fields, there's a reason why he's the professional, because he knows how to professionally dismantle guys. Lord.
Yeah, Yeah, taking Michaels out, turning him almost a full 90 degrees sideways there as he fell from that uppercut.
And you go back and you think about how did Fields get to this point? Beat Eric Surge, and that's not an easy task to become the #1 contender to the Respect title. Michaels, if that set of ropes wasn't broken before, he might be. Steve only got a 1 count, Joe got a 2 count.
You also had before he had to face Surge, he also had to win a fatal 4-way match to also get to facing Surge. Now here we are.
River apparently didn't learn his lesson last time, just teeing off.
It's Coach Steve now.
Oh, come on.
Also getting in, distracting Joe Lopez. Oh, again, just going right back to that right shoulder.
If this was a video game, every part of Ryan Michaels would be orange or better right now.
Mm-hmm. Michaels is, I don't know if holding on to that rope's wise.
He went for a flight. 1, 2.
You can see now just the little bit that Michaels was crawling there for a second. He's using his left knee to push himself forward. If that doesn't give you an idea what state his body's in right now, nothing will.
Atrophy would be a state that a lot of people, I think, would be in at this point, but Fields just, Michaels can't even get up to his feet. Worst thing you can do is run away from a guy.
Charging in hot.
You can tell how much, I'm not quite sure though, how much the Respect Championship means to Brandon Fields. If it's because he wants what he believes is his championship, or it's more because he doesn't want Ryan Michaels to have it.
Knowing Fields, it could be a mix of both. This is a matter of pride in 2 senses. He wants to put himself back on top, and he wants to get retribution for how he feels he was wrong.
Going to the wall the 3rd time. That is not the charm. Michaels, though, what can he do? A short arm clothesline, you see him immediately favoring that shoulder. Oh, he hooked him. Beautiful move. Hit him with that side Canadian leg sweep. It's because he moved.
And now Michaels, he's gearing up that arm. Oh!
Goodness.
Terrible target to miss there. Even if it had connected, you're still doing damage to yourself to have gotten nothing off it.
That's kind of the way these two guys have been, though. They don't really care the damage that a move will do to them, just that it hurts the opponent. Maybe Michaels might be going night-night.
I mean, Michaels really only has one arm to fight out with. That right arm.
Maybe one leg.
Yeah, but that right arm's not going to be able to do much.
We got Coach Smith down there just whistling along.
Michaels somehow finding the power.
I have the power, I think, as he screamed out in the back of Fields. It's got to be just writhing in pain. But how does Michaels work himself back up and now take control of this match and build upon what he's just done?
Michaels is kind of like, oh, there we see that sharpshooter.
Able to work himself back, but he's just not got enough power as he's, well, you're going to get involved, I'm going to bring you with me.
Enough's enough.
River is not having a good day right now.
You want the bulls, you get the horns, Maverick.
Massive backbreaker. And good night, sweetheart. It's time to go. But Fields, you feel like he's in charge. Caught him. Spinebuster, dead center. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
What in the... And you saw how Michaels landed. That was full upper shoulder area.
I don't know that he didn't hit the back of his head. Coach is over there just trying to figure out who he should help out now, and Fields says, we're done here.
He's had enough. He's calling for the end. Going for that ripcord.
It's taking a lot of time, though. Michaels able to duck and fight his way back.
Spine
One
buster
for
of
you,
his
sir.
own. Now Michaels going into the sharpshooter.
Smartest thing he did there, immediately grabbed the foot on the way down. As it Fields dead center of the ring, his buddies are going to have to try to figure something out here.
But here's the thing, can Michaels hold it for long enough? Yeah, like we said before, he is grapevine around Michaels' right arm and leg.
And he's not real. There it is, their first time that he's able to really sit down on it. He wasn't able to do it early on, but he's got it locked dead center. And of course, Joe being distracted.
Michaels holding
wait,
on.
What the?
What?
Oh no, this is going to be, no.
You got Joe to, wait.
Oh, you don't do that with Joe.
Good on, what the?
Wait, not. The man who started the night talking about a frivolous lawsuit. Now you talk about unsafe work environments? Oh, come on.
Low blow there from Jacob Rose.
The thorn in the side and the stomp. Not like this.
And Brandon Fields attacked too. Like, you might have missed it, but his hands slapped that mat there. And now Fields is going to steal the respect title
Joe
because of
turns
Rose.
around 1, 2, 3. Come on. The question now becomes, why?
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner.
You can't win it yourself?
We know why Jacob did what he did. Him and Brian Michaels have been at each other's throats ever since they broke off from the entourage. Those two have become bitter enemies, and Jacob Rose now wanting to rain on Michaels' parades, going to any length, costing him the respect title. And now Brandon Fields once again has that championship.
He sure as hell didn't win it with respect. Now the question becomes, what's the favor for Jacob Rose? Is it a respect championship title match?
I mean, he wouldn't need Ripper for that, would he? He probably could ask Brandon directly now. Then again, knowing Fields, he's probably been self-absorbed enough to just deny it.
If I'm Fields, I want to get in the ring with Jacob, though. He's on a run right now, but by hook or by crook, the brand new respect champion, second time around, is Brandon Fields.
Everyone, we still have a tag team last man standing match in our main event to come. So stick with us, because who knows how that's going to go.
Out with the old and in with the new, right? Because Jexy Black doesn't have to wait for the New Year's to cut dead weight. Beastman, bye stupid. Scotty, bye loser. Which also means Will and Apollo, I'm done with you. We're done with you. The Grey Wolves just proved they are the superior tag team. They're young, they're hungry. The only question I have is who's next to get fed to the wolves?
Who in War Wrestling will step up to the Lycan Colony and become our victims on our list? Who's gonna step up?
No one. No one. No one. That's who. No one.
Would you look at this, Tommy? What do we both got? We both still have the gold. You see, Ripper Blackhart, it doesn't freaking matter who you bring in to go against the wise guys. Bring in Jack Vaughn, have them tag with Dalton McKenzie. They're going all over the world, but they didn't beat the wise guys. Put us in fatal four-ways, put us in triple threats, make us go through every single member of Gimmicks Inc. And what do? We roll through the shit and come out smelling like roses. Now, Delivery Inc., you got these grand ideas that you're gonna come back and relive your heyday. Yeah, Delivery, you were so good way back in the day, 20 years ago. 20 years ago was your day. Right now, Tommy Hamilton, Gino DiCapo, the Wise Guys, the crew, we are what it means to be champions at World Wrestling. And on January 10th, that stroll into the sunlight is gonna be a long, cold walk home when you, Delivery Inc., are gonna be sleeping with the fishes.
We've got Warz stickers for what?
Oh, this guy.
Well, as we said before, Jake Ely was scheduled to be in a championship match for the War Championship against Crash. Due to Crash having to be admitted to the hospital, unfortunately, that did not come to pass here tonight, but we knew he'd be around still. What does he want?
Like a cockroach.
He snatched the mic right out of Rick's hand.
Look at me, Lima. This is your champion. I'm your champion. Crash isn't here. Crash isn't here. I've been undefeated since the Rumble, baby. And Crash isn't here. Everybody, they line up against the Thunderbird. The Thunderbird knocks him right down.
If you weren't able to understand those ramblings,
Why is he yelling?
Where's your champion? He's scared. He's scared of the Thunderbird. I would be too. I would be too, just like each and every one of you. I'd be scared of Jake.
Ely says Crash is scared of him.
And now, I am your Thunderweight champion.
Thunderweight champion?
Get a ref out here. Let's do this.
He's not even the champion of his own house.
Right now. Give me a ref.
Well, Ely claiming because Crash isn't here that he's the champ.
He's in the hospital, you simpleton.
The championship doesn't change on a count out.
Get in here.
You know, this was supposed to be
We're doing this, baby.
his shot for winning the Battle Royal.
I made you excited.
But
I'm
I'm not quite sure he doesn't know that, like you said, he can't win the title tonight.
Peachy just signaled to Rick, just like saying don't do it, but Ely insisted.
Come on, keep it going. Keep it going. A little fast.
We're learning to count with Peachy Rodriguez.
He told him to count faster.
4. I know. Hey, Lima, what's next? Yeah. And after that?
What comes after 6?
Okay, I know we can
7.
keep counting, Lima. Let's go.
6 and then 7? Okay. What is happening?
You didn't even need the mic to hear that one clearly.
Thunderbird, and now I am your heavyweight champion. Yeah.
The views of Jake Ely do not represent the views of World Wrestling or anybody with any common sense. Apparently he's the winner of a match that did not happen. He's asking for a belt, which is maybe with Crash, who's at the hospital. To be honest with you, though,
Peachy's trying his best to tell him.
To be honest with you, I'm surprised he didn't try to claim that they put Crash in the hospital.
And the crew is responsible for a lot of things, but that might actually be the one time that it's not in their interest.
Well,
I don't know how they're gonna bully Rick into this announcement.
championship doesn't change hands on a...
Now Rick's trying to explain the same thing we did.
I don't know that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Is it possible that he's now completely lost his mind?
The only thing he just did
I
that?
count out
Well,
and the new champion, No champion. No champion.
Of all the things I've seen take place in this building, this is quite possibly the most ridiculous. So, two of the three guys are actual
But the winner by
champions.
count out is the Thunderbird,
We-
Jake Ely.
We now live in a world, Michael, where Jake Ely is going to walk around claiming to be your war champion off a count out. That didn't happen.
The only guy who could really pull that off, I feel like, would be John Paul. I mean, we saw him take out a man with an invisible chair earlier. Maybe we don't know that Ely has an invisible belt.
Yeah, maybe he has his own custom war title around his waist right now. Maybe it's waiting with John Paul. Maybe John Paul's had it this whole time.
You know what the best part about this segment is? It's about to end, and they will leave.
I was about to say, is that it's over?
We got a main event coming up, and it's just mockery of everything that War Wrestling stands for.
The official word for War Wrestling is that we hope Crash gets well soon and is able to return to action as fast as possible, especially to dispel whatever the hell this nonsense is.
January the 10th at Beantown Brawl, but keep this in mind. No matter what this insanity, happens here, Jake Ely is still got a shot at the War Wrestling Championship at some point. I guess that match might be champion versus champion in his mind.
I told each and every one of them stupid Lima sweat hogs that our game plan was going to work. And as you can see right now, Ryan Michaels is still probably laying out there with a rubber chicken laying on his chest. And we're back here with the War Respect title because our game plan always works.
I've been saying from day one that I am the real War Respect champion, and nobody believed me. All those stupid Lima crowd idiots kept saying, no, you suck, boo him, right? Boo
Yeah,
me,
boo, yeah, whatever.
Me, I suck. Well, who sucks now? Huh?
Not you.
I'm
Not
the
you.
War
Not
Respect
you.
champion.
Yeah, no,
I
look.
told you this was gonna happen, and this is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Maybe next time you will believe me, because this right here, this is just business.
Main event time here at Winter Wars. And boy, oh boy, is there no more apropos name than Winter Wars for what is about to happen. The last team standing wins this matchup. And two teams that are on a run right now and just flat out do not like one
Last
another.
team standing
And of
match.
course,
Introducing
really kind of the linchpin, the
Accompanied
architect
to
of the
the
whole
ring by
thing in Jexy
Jexy
Black
Black.
with the Grey Wolves, and they mean
representing
business.
the
We already saw them
Wikked.
tonight make a huge impact on what used to be a cohesive unit in the Wikked.
Jheras Gray.
Which makes you wonder what in the world is about to happen here.
The Alpha.
These,
Lycan.
it's-
Alex.
I think it's fair to say these two despicable human beings that are within the ring right now.
I see three.
She's not in the ring yet. She's on the apron.
Give it time.
Three despicable human beings. Lynch and I want it to be known right now. Amos is not a good person. However, he was still your ally, your teammate, and you went and did that to him.
It would appear that Scotty don't know.
Scotty don't know, and neither do I.
I'm still just reeling over the Jacob Ely thing of him trying to just make himself champion.
That's a whole different
Not
conversation.
even how it works.
But
look at the pride of Bath High School in Lima.
Ohio.
Just down the road from home sweet home. Well, the thrill of multiple-time tag team champion And he's got as good a backup, and this goes back to that six-man tag where he didn't know who was on the other end of the phone. Hello, it's Uncle Mo Betta. Oh man, things are about to get insane. I don't know what this match is going to hold, but I'm going to guess violence upon violence.
It's been 6 months. Really, in Will's case, it's been longer than 6 months in the making for this to all come together in this moment. But these two men as a team together have been battling the Wikked, specifically the Grey Wolves, for over a year now in their own respective ways. It all comes to a head right here in the main event of Winter Warz. Appollo, Q, Starr, and Will the Thrill. Right off the bat, we're going to war!
Look at Jexy just bail out of there. I don't want any part of this. This matchup again, a double last man standing match. Both members have to be given a 10 count. I don't know where this is going to go. I'll be honest with you. I fear for the safety of everyone in this building in about a 3-block radius.
You absolutely have no idea what these four men are capable of. Like, did you see before Will and Appollo charged in that Alex and Jheras were primed and ready like hunting animals just to launch at them. But now here we are, neck breaker there. Lynch sent to the outside. Appollo has had a ton of battles individually with Alex Lynch between 2024 and 2025.
But remember, this matchup has essentially no rules except for one. Oh, jeez, whoa, the kick to the face from Jheras. But no rules except for one. Sling Blade, incapacitate both of your opponents. If I'm Jexy, I might sit this one out. I might go to the car because it might end up backstage or in the parking lot or next door at the Red Cross.
Look, there is a lovely theater production happening in our next door building. I will not be surprised if these four men go and ruin it.
Speaking of ruining it, if Lynch turns around, he's about to be ruined. If you got a problem, Will's about to solve it. Perched up on that top rope.
Come on, DJ, let me watch him revolve it.
Big Willie style, all over the Alpha Lycan. See the height? He almost got that ball up there.
It's still up there, but that was very impressive.
Will looking for some plunder.
He's got a chair.
He found the real chair.
It's not invisible.
Not that one that John Paul used earlier on.
All right, we have our first count. Jheras, a count of 4.
Alex Lynch is in the corner, and he's about to bake some cookies. He threw a water bottle at it. Who throws a water bottle?
I think that was left over from Ryan Michaels earlier.
Oh! That was at least a double. Baking pan to the face. Why not? Didn't think we were getting chocolate chip cookies tonight.
I hope you enjoy your gingerbread with an extra side of iron. Just if you're done with something, just throw it away. Remember, we asked people nicely to clean up after themselves. That apparently does not work for the talent. As Gray is just being beaten down. Lynch now jumping at Appollo.
I gotta be honest, you know who the real MVP of this match is?
Referee. Yep.
He's got to figure out how to count this, how to keep, I don't know, any semblance of order, if that's possible.
Appollo now. Huge suplex there to Gray.
Appollo nearly broke him in half. Now, what has Appollo got in mind? If I'm also, let's talk about Jexy checking out of this one. If I'm Rick, I might be leaving that table because that table might be leaving him. Will and Jheras in the ring.
Oh, Jheras raking the eyes there.
Oh!
Lung blower there from Jheras Gray. The Lycan now back in the ring.
He does not like being in Ohio, and he's showing. what he can do to the pride of Lima. It's a double team maneuver, kick to the ribs, and almost that stalling brainbuster.
Look, I might have a vendetta against the Bath Police Department for giving me a speeding ticket, but I won't put it out on Will.
You think Will would have been able to help you out?
He wasn't in town.
He was somewhere signing autographs, I would imagine. It's already up to 5, and Appollo now starting to stir on the outside. This a legitimate 10 count, unlike the tomfoolery we had earlier. Will just flat deposited. Saturday night's all right for fighting, and woo!
Talk about going Mach 5 with that elbow drop there.
I almost thought it was a headbutt, to be honest with you. Just a whirling dervish.
It kind of was a mix of both.
Appollo, you get one guy in the locker room you don't want to punch you in the face, he's going to be near the top.
Jheras tried to block it with a cookie tray to no avail.
This is not going to go well. That's a home run. You think Appollo is dangerous with just his hands and his feet? Give him a weapon. Oh, Jesus. Okay, then.
Those trays are getting some more use than they probably ever would have as a baking utensil.
You speak of the Bath Police Department, they might be here. They heard that one all the way in Bath Township. Appollo trying to get to his feet. Will is flat out on his back.
Oh, I mean, not the first time we've seen some backside-based offense, but, you know.
Jheras. Just a lot of pent-up aggression with that young man.
Speaking of aggression, you see that boot to the face of Will the Thrill that Alex just did?
Heard another chair. This show has had a little bit of everything. I don't know if anybody's going to be able in this match to get to January the 10th when we come back here.
If I was all competitors in this match, I would say, all right, no matter what happens, I'm taking a month off.
It's like it's the holidays. Tuition from Santa for maybe some R&R. Alex Lynch, I think, was going to try to use the guardrail. He already threw Will into it 2 or 3 times. Jexy's figuring out what other kind of weapons are around the ring.
Jheras Gray, meanwhile, remembering, hey, there's no rules. Let me just give him the old low blow. It's effective.
I talked about the MVP of this match being Barney, but the guy who might be in the most peril of anyone, Ryan. He's down there trying to film everything that goes on here. Is
God bless our friends at
going?
Valor Media Productions. The only way that you're hearing us right now.
We're up here nice and safe, but I don't necessarily feel good about that.
If you don't hear us or see this video, that means that Ryan is no longer with us.
Call the cops.
Call the cops.
Oh,
where's
geez.
Ryan?
Slammed his head off the wall.
Over now to the merchandise stands. Oh!
T-shirts. Buy 6, get 4 free. I think either some young man just tried to. Where is Appollo with a full head of steam?
Taking out Jheras, who had a chair. Oh, kicks to the midsection of Lynch.
Some young man just tried to either give Will something to sign or something to use. Oh, jeez.
Oh!
Bounced him off the wall.
I felt that reverberate from our seats.
We were down the streets at one of the local schools here a number of years ago, and Dusty Dillinger had a match exactly like this, where we were trying to figure out. He ended up being put in a trash can.
Oh, well, speaking of trash, the entire contents of the trash can just got dumped onto Will the Thrill. Jackson Black being chased by Appollo.
Jheras is sitting in that chair. Appollo now with a full head of steam. Good night.
To the head.
There is so much going on. Alex Lynch wearing out Will the Thrill with a chair. They are down right below where we are, and Jheras Gray is a crime scene victim in the corner.
Will the Thrill has a fire hydrant.
Because why wouldn't he?
I'm moving my hat. It's getting chaotic.
They are right down below where we are at. Why wouldn't you use a fire hydrant? Will now, I think, is trying to figure it out.
Oh, Jheras now getting thrown into the crowd.
I'm starting to fear for our safety.
They're getting closer and closer to us, and I don't like it.
Will is just stalking. The pairing now. Gray.
Right to the head. I think Jheras may be unconscious. Barney might want to count.
The amusing thing is, all the people with their phones out, and I lost track of them for a second, but Appollo just stomping away on a Jheras Gray. Alex Lynch is just laid out somehow.
Alex Lynch is lucky he's in a chair and not on the floor right now. Uh-oh.
What is happening? No.
Oh, Lord, they're coming.
No.
No.
This is not good. Apollo, he's trying to throw Jheras Gray off the balcony.
No.
Remember, we had that last year in the exact same spot. Jean-Paul
Wait,
was
Kronos!
on that railing.
Kronos is coming!
Oh, this is not good. Apollo said this ish ends tonight, but look at the monster in
Apollo,
Kronos
you might
right
want to turn
behind him.
around!
Now trying to just, I don't know what's going on. Will is on the other side.
Will
He
just
had
got
a chair
thrown
hit
in
in
the
the
chair.
face.
Apollo just got choked with Kronos' tie.
Jheras has stolen someone's bottle of water, and he just spit on the
Gross,
crowd.
man.
That was disgusting. Apparently doesn't understand how hygiene works.
Okay, they're leaving us. That's good at least.
Well, I see two of them. Will is being carried through the building.
Back
Jheras,
towards the ringside area.
Jheras is bringing him back to the ring.
Kronos just whipped Apollo with his tie now.
Look at Jheras over there like he did something. He sent a monster after Apollo. That's what he did.
I think that was more Jexy's doing than anything.
He's over there just taunting Apollo. Look, Jheras is explaining to Kronos, hit him with it. Apollo able to fight his way off as Jexy now.
Jexy runs for her life. Oh, Apollo is staggered.
Laid out. Jheras is coming back this way.
I'll be staying on the
Will
floor.
has found another chair underneath the ring. Alex is about to pay the price for this. Jexy, though, I don't think Will saw that cookie sheet.
Just slashing at the face to Kronos on Apollo.
Oh, Will!
Oh!
Who's got two thumbs and just obliterated a guy with a chair? That guy. Threw it at him and then kicked it off his face. Jheras is trying to fix things so that he can use it again.
Got that cookie sheet flattened out, but we're at two now for the count. Jexy stopping trying to stop Barney.
Will now just realized that it's a 2-on-1 on the other side. But it appears that Lynch, he might be done. He's up to 6, 7, and
it count stopped due to Jexy. Barney's telling her to get out of there, but meanwhile,
face first goes Lynch on the outside. Apollo with a chair.
Attack of the torsos.
Oh no, he just made him mad. Apollo, no, he can't. That's just, there's nothing over there. That's just the floor.
Oh, Apollo now taking Kronos. Same direction.
Where did Jheras go?
I don't know, and that's horrifying.
There he is. He's down on the floor. Apollo must have laid him out. He's having a hard time getting up to his feet. Kronos just going berserk right now on both Will and Apollo. Will trying to fight back with those southpaw strikes.
I mean, hey, take out the third man. As best you can, that is.
The question, who's the third man?
Kronos, in this case.
Jheras found more, but you look at it, it's really a 4-on-2 because Jexy's there is more of a nurse and a recharge station, if anything, to make sure that her troops, good Lord, don't get hit with that 10 count. Folks around where we're sitting at are still buzzing, trying to figure out how exactly they get close to this one. I don't want any part of it.
By all means, they can have as much fun as they like. Kronos throwing his hands up in the air, being like, what did I do? What did I do?
I'm pretty sure that Marty tried to signal to him to leave, and Kronos just looked at him and said, "Well, I don't know what you're talking about." Imagine the night though for Kronos, because he's now fist bumping and pumped up. I think he's going to try to destroy Will or Appollo, but
Kronos has had kind of an emotional roller coaster of a day, and that's sick, taking it lightly.
it's a kidney punch. He had to destroy his best friend at the behest of his leader.
And Jheras
choking out Appollo now.
As Jheras was just laughing in his face.
I don't know how much of this you see with what we see, but Lynch with Will and a full, ate the chair.
Oh, but a punch full steam directly to the head of Appollo from Jheras.
Not quite sure what exactly.
I mean, this count is for both teams, I think.
I think it's more for Will and Alex.
Where is Will? I've lost track.
There's a puddle over there on the other side, I think. Jheras was able to come back through. And what did Jexy just hand him?
I don't know, but I don't like it. No, I see Will's head coming back.
It's either a chain or brass knuckles.
Maybe they're the ones that we took off Dexter earlier.
All of them. They've repurposed them. Just might have made a deal. He's got something in his hands. It's like Kronos now. Appollo has come back to his feet and has taken him out of the equation. Alex Lynch behind the referee's back is laid flat out, just staring at the ceiling tiles.
Appollo standing tall in the ring. Jheras not realizing it. Mule
legal
kick.
low blow. And oh my
Fireball,
God!
what?
It's legal, but come on. Out comes
Where's
the referee.
where's that fire hydrant from earlier?
Peachy Rodriguez, but really outside of the water and the towel, there's nothing he can do. Come on.
Black hole slam. When did Jheras Gray become a pyromancer?
He one upon a time he tried to set his brother on fire during a match, so it really doesn't put it past him to do this. A sadistic human being, and now another. Just enough of the black hole slam. Will with the chair and the equalizer right off the skull of Jheras Gray. I don't know that it didn't hit Alex Lynch on the outside.
It barely didn't. He's very lucky.
Will to the top, shotgun drop kick.
Kronos set topside.
Appollo, though, this is essentially a 3 or 4 on 1 as Lynch
spear there to Will.
Landed right on the back of his head. Barney can count. I think we might be nearing the end, and I don't just mean of this match, but I mean of Will the Thrill. Oh, good Lord. Will is laid out. Appollo can't see.
Yeah, Appollo is screaming in agony right now. And this.
All 4 guys are down.
I think Jheras and Alex used up the last of their energy in delivering that double
Not
team.
Like this. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this match, Jheras Gray and the Alpha Lycan, Alex
Gray Wolves come away with the win tonight. You got to credit Jexy, though. They had a plan. They had an insurance policy. No matter what happened, they were going to hit the winner's purse on their way through the pay window.
This wasn't about just winning a purse. This was about dismantling and utterly destroying 2 humans.
One of which, Apollo Starr, was being carried to the back. The former War Wrestling Champion, the Hall of Famer, the Respect Champion, the Tag Champ.
It took literal magic to take down Will and Appollo.
Hit him with a haberdashery. Goodness. You know, it didn't start well for Jexy and her troops, but a mutiny later and a win in the main event. And what does this mean going forward? I mean, look at Kronos back there. He's like a little kid in a candy store right now.
The Wikked may be down 2 members from their original number, But honestly, I don't think they've ever looked stronger.
You could not name a show more perfect than tonight's event in Winter Wars. Oh.
Alex Lynch and Jheras Gray, the Grey Wolves, the Wikked.
Unfortunately,
Hit my music.
she's right. That is how our event comes to a close, but at what cost? Kronos may be more lost than ever.
Maybe, but everyone, no matter what's to come in the future, be here with us on January 10th when War Wrestling comes back here to the Bradfield Community Center in Lima, Ohio. And we're going to see the fallout from this and see what 2026 has in store for War Wrestling.
Beantown Brawl coming your way. Surprise some Mike. Have a great night and even better tomorrow from all of us here at War Wrestling. Peace.